But here's some results coming out of St. Paul for the mayoral race there. Danny briefly mentioned it. The incumbent Mayor Melvin Carter in what looks to be a fairly tight race there with Kaylee Herr, who's a state representative. You can see Melvin Carter right now with 41% of the vote. Kaylee Herr right behind with 38% of the vote. And again, this also is ranked choice voting, so we'll keep watching those numbers. Raya Katene is live in St. Paul at Carter's campaign party tonight. How are they feeling there tonight, Raya?
Julie, the one word that I keep hearing time and time again when I talk to folks in this room is optimistic. I know you just mentioned it is a tight race, but we are seeing only about 40% of precincts reporting. And we should also point out, I'm hearing some cheers right now. Melvin Carter is actually not here quite yet, but I believe he may be walking in any minute because we were told about 10 minutes ago that he was already on his way and that he should be here soon. So we're actually hearing right now from his press secretary who just took the mic. But we should point out, unlike the Minneapolis mayoral race where the two top contenders, many would say, actually have very different visions for how the city should move moving forward, here in St. Paul, the two top contenders actually have very similar approaches and very similar politics, both DFLers. And we should also point out that Representative Kaylee Herr actually worked as a policy aide for Mayor Melvin Carter during his first administration. Now, Carter will, if he wins tonight, enter his third term leading the city, facing many of the same challenges that he has seen previously. That includes revitalizing downtown, of course, after the pandemic, as well as a number of business closures that we've reported on as well. Remaining focused on getting crime down, which he says the non-fatal shooting unit and his police department has done a good job of doing so. And that's all according to Hamline University's political science professor David Schultz, who says Representative Herr really didn't do much to differentiate herself from Melvin Carter during this race. And he says that she entered the race too late. But again, as we've reported tonight, it is shaping up to be a tight race. So here's what I heard previously this evening from Professor Schultz.
But I think he's been trying to push voters away from making this an election, which is all about a referendum on him and on the direction of the city. Again, at a time where most people would acknowledge that the city of St. Paul, especially its downtown and its neighborhoods, are really struggling.
Now, this race does have 5 total candidates. One of them is Yan Chen, who is not a politician. She's actually a business owner and a scientist, and she's said before that she's sort of an outsider, and that's the perspective that she's bringing into this race. But here in this room, as I've said, I've spoken to many people who say they're optimistic. What they like about Mayor Melvin Carter is that he just seems to be present. I spoke to a woman who says she has 4-year-old twins, and she says they know who the mayor is. He's there at the birthday parties and the block parties and community events. And so they are feeling very optimistic. And of course, we'll keep checking in with you. We're expecting the mayor to walk in here at any moment. So we'll tell you how things change as the night progresses, Julie.
All right. Thank you, Raya.